Hey everybody, Paul Berry, Family Friendly Gaming. This FFG Chronicles is going to be on a controversial topic, enhancement devices. Now you probably go, well, what's an enhancement device? You probably heard the video game companies call them cheat devices. And of course they call them cheat devices because they want to give a negative connotation and they know words have meaning. Well, we call them enhancement devices at Family Friendly Gaming, and let me explain why. Let's take like the MMORPGs. They are notoriously poorly designed, completely imbalanced, to make sure that you spend as much time and money in the game. Since they charge you a monthly fee, it's to their benefit to stretch out how long it takes to upgrade your character or to upgrade skills. They also don't like macros. And some of you all are like, hey, what's a macro? A macro is where you sit there and have the computer record you doing certain actions in the game, and then when you go off to work, you have it do it for 8 hours. Like, let's say you want to level up your mining skills. You go mine, you go smelt the ore, you go drop it off in the bank, and you'd have that cycle just repeat over and over again. Well, the companies are like, hey, you can't do that. That's not fair. Well, it's not fair ever. I mean, if you think about it, they didn't make the game fair in the first place. In fact, they're the ones who design the rules and then tell us we have to abide by whatever rules they set up. You know, take board games, for example. You can play Monopoly with your own rules. You can play card games with your own rules. In fact, there are all kinds of card games with a deck of cards you can play with your own rules. Why can't we pick and choose the rules we want? In fact, these video game companies already have what they cheat devices, what we call enhancement devices. They actually have them. They're called development kits. So when they're developing a game, they can go to any level. They can sit there and max out the money. They can change whatever they want, just like a Game Shark does. In fact, Game Shark is just tapping into what the company's already put in the game. So it's in the game already. They just don't want you to exploit it. They want to keep it for themselves, and they don't want to share. I also realize that it saves time. An enhancement device will save you time. Not everyone has 40 hours to go grind a character up. Again, the company made the game very imbalanced on purpose. And they're saying you can't do anything about it. And I say, yeah, we should be able to do something about it. I mean, we purchased the game, it's our property. If we want to go enhance it, we want to transform it, we should be able to. If we want to change the rules, we should be able to. It's our right. It's our property. And like I said, not everyone has time. A lot of us have to work. We can't sit there and spend 12 hours a day working on one game. And it's not really fair to those of us who don't have the time that someone else has time and they can go do that. In fact, I used to play a lot of Ultima Online and love that game, love the visual look. I love a lot of things you do. I do the mining, I do the blacksmithing, I go make armor and weapons and all that, and you'd sell it. And I really wish they'd have just a complete offline version of that game you could play. What I got tired of was other players would attack you. Now I know they changed that, Origin fixed that, and you could do it where you don't have any PvP if you don't want to. But you're always being attacked, and it's like, this isn't fair. It wasn't fair then, and it wasn't fair that they had all the hours to devote to it and then pick on you when, you weren't aware of it. Or, there's another issue is, some people have better machines. Look, what video game company with an MMO or an MMORPG will berate players for having a better computer, better graphics card, better internet connection? In fact, aren't those cheats? I mean, that gives them an unfair advantage over other players. But no, those are okay. You can buy victory with those, but you couldn't buy victory with some kind of enhancement device that would let you level up your character quicker so you could see more of the game and you wouldn't have to pay them as much money for the monthly fees. So I would like to see, the industry stop this lie of calling them cheat devices and reference them as enhancement devices. Because to me, that's what they are. The companies themselves use it. In fact, quite a few gaming websites and gaming magazines use development kits. And those devices, they're the exact same as enhancement. In fact, the development kit can get you a lot quicker than an enhancement device can. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day.